We'll see how she works. Good evening, good evening. They're in and out, in and out. Oh, most of the catch is out and about. I think a long time here I sat, just to have this fire chat. It's been a very long day, so let's hear what you have to say. I could be a Dr. Seuss writer. Welcome in, guys. You got Mike here again, out and about M&D, Northwest Ohio, coming to you. Always striving, looking for answers. Does anybody have answers tonight? That's what we need to know. Does anybody want to chat? This this is why I wonder if you can even hear me out there, or if you just don't want to talk. Good evening, guys. Jump in the chat, say hello. Tell us where you're from over the roaring motorcycles on the highway. Hello, Eddie. Welcome back. Someone finally speaks. How was your day, sir? Pretty good, pretty good. Not a lot accomplished, but good, steady day. I think we probably moved 35 yards of mulch, maybe more, probably another 25 to go. Only problem with that is it's a one-way drive, so we have to take it in through the trail, dump it, level it, drive out the other end, come all the way back around, about a half a mile trip with a 1-yard bucket. Little time consuming. But other than that, we stayed positive all day. I would, Dakota, but it's not the 4th of July yet. I need me some of them little M80 cannons like Adnan has on his channel. Well, he hasn't come through here tonight. We've had a few birds, but no squirrel yet. It's about time for him to run across the power line. Been a long time since I ate a good squirrel. Yep, a fried squirrel. Hello, Xander. How are you? Good to hear, good to hear. Where are you from, Xander? This your first time into the channel? If not, hit that thumbs up and hang out with us for a bit. Any questions you may ask. Open comments, except for politics or religion. We don't want to argue or discuss those things. Hello, Noel Buzzard. How are you? Can you answer a question there, Buzzard? Well, alrighty then. Where are you from, Xander? I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. Be right back. Seemed like everybody with a wind-up toy is out on the highway tonight, ripping and roaring. Welcome in, welcome in. I am back. Hello, Null Buzzard. Where'd you go to? Where'd you go? After this live stream, yes. What's gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna post another video? Your internet is out? All right, we'll see you later. We'll be here for a while. Tuffin. New guy here. Where you from, Tuffin? TU fan, where are you from? I went down to the Loudoun County auction where I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution. My heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. Hello, Adnan. How are you? I see you fell for the YouTube thing. I scheduled a live for 8:30. Yeah, and I come out and somebody texted me and said, "Hey, your stream is on black." So it was scheduled for 8:15, but it started at 8. I don't know why. I seen you commented there, but he would not let me do anything. Not a problem, not a problem. I fully understand. Yeah, it sucks. I took the time and filled out descriptions and gave it a live, a name, and then I had to delete everything. Can you do it with your feet? What is the record like? 36 seconds or something like that? I seen a kid doing one in each hand and then doing one with his feet. Yeah, and that takes a lot of practice. I think I'd done it one time in my whole life. Probably took me 3 years. And then I found the secret. You know what I used to do? Peel the stickers off. Yeah, it wasn't as fun, but oh well. Total concentration. I don't know if it involves skill or if it involves memory. You know, it's like video games have a pattern. If you follow the pattern, and then you can beat the game. So, evidently, there's a pattern. I can't even do the little wooden peg things at Cracker Barrel. I used to be able to get down to one, but not anymore. Yep. And I don't have time to practice. But I'm sure you will master it. One day. I mean, you could do, I see people do YouTube shorts. I mean, not even 15 seconds. That sucker is done. Whap. Hello, Jello. Where have you been? What I need to know is why, when someone texts hello or hi, and then it automatically says it again. Can you guys see that Jello said that twice? So is it Jello saying it twice, or is it like AI kicking in and helping out? There's a button? Huh. And that is a different button than the regular comment button. So people are actually doing it themselves. And here I was thinking the AI was taking over. I've learned something new today, so thank you. Never too old to learn. So Jello, what have you been up to? It's been a while since you've been in here. Hello, Curtis. How are you today? Tonight, this evening, right now. Doing pretty good. Trying to take in some well deserved relaxation. I would say it's been a long week, but the week is not over. Unfortunately, I got 4 more days. Actually, 5, but the 5th day is going to be indoors training. And then we're going to take us a nice little 5-day siesta. Probably lots of campfires, lots of hiking, and I hope a lot of fishing. Rub it in, Curtis, rub it in. Are you up next to the redwoods tonight? I think it got to 71 today, but it's in the 50s again already. Well, next summer when we go back to Vegas, we are making a 2-day trip up there to the redwoods, and we're going to drive through a tree. Manna, how are you? Welcome back. What? They still don't have the big ones that has the roads through them? I'm talking about where the road drives through it, not that I want to drive through the forest. Well, that's going to be sad. Man, you're hurting my feelings. You should go to Alaska or something where it snows forever. We want to see sunshine and warm water and beaches. Yeah, but they don't have that anymore, huh? Well, that's all right, but I still want to be on the walking trails, and I know there's a Bigfoot in there. Anybody got big plans for the weekend? I've already told you that I am working the next 4 days. Oh, it is keeping all the snow away from here. '62. I have never got the chance to go to that state, but I heard it's nice. It's a long drive. Well, that's cool. You guys should celebrate as many of those as you can. Well, the sun is finally down here at 9 o'clock at night. We got about 3/4 of a moon way up there. I think we're going to get the full moon maybe Sunday night. Oh yeah, definitely going to check that one off the old bucket list. Here it is 10 minutes till 9 p.m. 8:50 a.m. or p.m. And the sun is just now dropped behind the ridge line. Ohio's pretty flat, so that's probably why it stays light a lot longer. Ohio, Northwest Ohio. Yeah, it's got its times, man, especially when they get the corn going in July. You can corn everywhere forever, kind of like going through Nebraska. Not as bad as Utah, though. I am 59. I think Curtis has me by about 7 years. Yep, I'm about 45 miles from there. "11 years. Well, hang in there, man. It's good to talk to people our own age that still knows what AOL is and a 35-foot cord on your telephone, CB radios. That's what it's all about, keeping it going. I don't know, we had, who was someone else in here? I think he was 8. No plants, huh? No vegetables? Hello, Rona. How's the morning cup of coffee? Hey, hey. Well, you definitely don't want to eat them that are raised in, indoor, all chemically grown. Hell, I heard they were even 3D printing steak now. When they start printing out food, that's crazy. How is Rona today? Welcome in, welcome in. Yep. Free roaming chickens. Well, a lot of times I won't eat fish that local fish, but you never know. I eat a lot of fish and a lot of meat. Well, that's where you're going to get all your proteins. I mean, you could live on just eggs alone, as long as they're farm fresh. And well, I know what you mean. I dropped 40 pounds on the carnivore diet, but now I've been trying to put a little vegetables back and potatoes anyhow, trying to get some of the weight back. The wife says, too skinny. Yep. All right, well, come back anytime. We're always going to be around somewhere during the day, so hit that bell and follow along. Appreciate you coming in, man. Friday night, I think all my regular people are out doing stuff, so it's okay. I'm going to just sit back and enjoy this fire. One of these days, I'm going to come out and have a fire in California if it's allowed at that time. I know you guys got some strict burn laws out there. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I was told even by the doctor that, salads are very, very harmful. So many chemicals put together in that crap. I think my problem was all sugars and bread. I mean, adult beverages, I have not slowed down a bit, and still dropped the weight. So I know it wasn't that. So breads and sugars wiping me out. But I was raised on meat and taters, but it was all from the farm back in those days. We and the wife were just talking about a week ago. She wants to go in with her brother and take quarters on or halves and just have it butchered and wrapped and nothing added. But she's made two really nice salmons this week and one heck of a pot roast with no vegetables. One lone Canadian headed for the lake. Yeah, yep, him and his brother both. Ron and Dan Blocker. I'm sure he knew that they were a set of twins. They took turns playing the same role, kind of like Little House on the Prairie. Carrie had a twin sister. Oh, yeah. Come to Ohio, man. I went to a buffet the other day, but I eat the chicken, the pork, all that good stuff, the beef, and there was one table of about 6 people. Evidently it was a mother, husband, and 4 kids, and there was nobody in that group under 200, 300 pounds. I mean, and I'm talking 15, 16-year-old kids. One plate after another. Just wow. Yeah, there's several. Dan had Dan Blocker. I think his brother's name was Roland or Ron. And then Carrie on Little House had a twin sister too that shared in the role. Those Olsen twins do a lot of the same thing too, but now I think the one's got so many tattoos that she can't play her twin. Got a F. Oh, yeah. Man, that's the way to go. Do you butcher them yourself or do you have them just butchered and already packaged for you? It's okay. I get so aggravated with this YouTube sometimes that I just want to break stuff. There you go, man. Hello, Doctor Who. How you doing? Me and Curtis just sitting and chatting about the good old days. How was work? Well, that's even better. Yeah, that was one of those shows where everybody was doing everybody. Greg was doing the mother, and I think he was doing Jan also. Yeah, that was one show that had a lot of behind the scenes action going on. Evidently, old Florence Henderson was a wild lady back in the day. Yeah. YouTube is where you learn things every day. Doctor Who, are you working the weekend or you got big plans? There you go. Moffat women. But you got to admit, sometimes it comes up with some pretty good worms. Hell, when I first started texting, I couldn't get a word printed. My phone kept saying, "Are you from Kentucky?" I said, "Yes'm. Yes, I am." I know what you mean. I was just telling the wife earlier today, I said, I might have onset pneumonia. My lungs, my lungs have a rumble. Nothing but wet, 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 cold, cold. Gets to 80 degrees and then bam, back to 40s. Nope, but hell, I just had my lungs tested again. They were doing it every 6 months, and they told me you don't have to come back because you're good. But of course, I've been swimming already at work. Probably drowned it in the rain at least 3 times in the last 3 weeks. But I love the outdoors. I wouldn't give it up. Nope, not a chance. My feet were probably what got the wet the most. Twice at work I've had to change shoes or walk around in wet socks. But it usually cleans right up with a little JD, if you know what I mean. Hold the Coke. Yep. Hack, cough, blow my nose. Hack, cough, blow my nose. Repeat. Well, at least on a Friday night, the kids are all doing something. We haven't had too many children in here. I don't know. I've bought shoe after shoe after shoe, you know, and I'm out on the trails. I got hiking boots, which hurt my feet. Then I get running sneakers, hurt my feet. I get some $7 pair of loafers from Walmart. You know, stretchy fabric, the most comfortable thing I ever have in my life. Feel way better than those $70 Reeboks or the $120 Nike. My youngest daughter just got married 2 weeks ago. So, 2 daughters married and divorced, the 2 oldest. 2 middle daughters yet to tie the knot. Youngest daughter married. Yep, I've tried the New Balance, usually because they're the cheapest ones in the store. And that's what they usually carry at Foot Locker. But, you know, I buy those gel pads for the inside, and that's why I gave up the factory. I'm just tired of standing on concrete floors all day long. And who makes those, Curtis? But my feet have been put through the test. I tell you, we went to Fort Hood, Texas, probably 97, 98. We were in Texas for 17 days. It rained 17 days straight. I mean, that by day 2, there was nothing dry that anyone had. And of course, we were bivouacking out in the field. That was the worst time, and that ruined my feet. Probably 15 days straight of wet wool socks and wet leather boots. Open, is that the name? Closed. Closed toes, okay. Yeah, most of the time in the summer when we're traveling, I'll have on a pair of sandals. Yeah, back then I did. Yeah, back then it took me about 4 days to realize why everybody was volunteering for KP. They had the only concrete floor in the place and all heated. But things got a lot better after that. This fire is burning pretty nice tonight, guys. Did either one of you guys happen to see my little shirt video I put out? Well, that's pretty cool. I couldn't tell you anything about my shoes except for the price. Yeah, I made like I don't know, it wasn't too long, maybe a 2 minute long. It was a short video about some, trying to sell some shirts, and went through the YouTube, done all the things. Hello, Ryder. Posted it for, United States only. So, I mean, so far, it's run like a week, and it's probably got 3,000 views or something like that. 92% of the views are from India. That is wild. Wasn't even supposed to be shared out to India. Ryder plays. I do not, Ryder. I'm sorry, but so, I'm pretty sure that 99% of the people in India are not going to buy a shirt. And there wasn't even a full 1% from the U.S. It's just weird. Where are you from, Ryder? Tell me a little bit about you and refresh us all. I'm on my cell phone, so I can't really do anything but say hello. Are you a subscriber, Ryder? Okay, then. Are you under 12 years old? I think that's a thing, that most kids will just say America. But I don't blame them. Well, very cool, very cool. Have you subscribed to the channel? If you haven't subscribed and at least commented on a post or something, then I probably have not seen your name pop up anywhere. That's the only way I know who subscribes is when you drop a comment. If you just subscribe and sometimes You're not on YouTube doing your homework, are you? All right, Curtis, we appreciate it. More than likely, we'll be right here tomorrow. If the weather still holds out. Probably about 8:30 or so, so come on back. All right, Ryder, what's the question then? I used to watch that show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And I found out I was not. Have you got a math question, Ryder? $10.24, okay. Minus $7.89, okay. Equals plus 700, okay. Minus 1, okay. Is 23? I don't think so. What's the 23, plus or minus? Minus 123? You've lost me. You've got a calculator. I had to go get a piece of slate and my chisels, start chiseling out that long quotation. All right, Ryder, have a good night, man. Well, who do we got hanging out in the room, guys? Do we need to reboot and start all over? 9:28. We're going to give it 2 minutes and then reboot. So if you're hanging out with us, please come back in. Sometimes Well, most of the time when the live runs over an hour, it just does not share out very well. So T minus 1 minute and we will reboot. "35 seconds. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gone.